In today's video, I'm going to be walking you through the exact steps that I take in order to hire the right ghostwriter for my books in my Kindle Direct publishing business. What is going on, guys? My name is Dane. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. On this channel, I talk all about self-publishing books on Amazon, online entrepreneurship, and just lifestyle in general. So if that kind of thing interests you, make sure you subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell so you know when I post new videos. You already saw the intro. You know exactly what I'm talking about in this video. We're going over how to hire your ghostwriter for your Kindle Direct publishing books and Audible books or whatever books you're trying to write. This will apply to you if you're looking to hire a ghostwriter in terms of helping you get your book written, writing the entire thing for you, whatever situation you're in. This is going to show you how to do it properly, okay? And I'm going to be doing it through Upwork, okay? Upwork's the site that I'm going to be using for this particular video, and I'm going to show you how to go through applicants and pick the right fit for your book. Before I get into this though, I want to mention I'm not going to be showing you how to post the job and how to make the right job description and how to create your book outline and how to pick your niche, how to pick your keyword. That stuff is all stuff that you do prior to hiring your ghostwriter. So this is a few steps ahead. If you want to learn how to do those kind of things, like pick the niche that's going to be most profitable for you, pick the right keyword, create a highly detailed outline to send to your writer in order so they know what to write about for your book, and how to make a very good job description so you get a lot of people applying to your job when you post it on Upwork. Those kind of things are talked about in my free publishing course, which is linked down below. It's 100% free. I don't hold anything back. Okay, it's down below. If you want to sign up for it and learn how to do those things, you can. It's down below. Click the link and I will see you in there. It's called Publisher Startup, and it is my free online publishing course. So now that that's out of the way, let's jump into how to go about hiring the ghostwriter that is the best fit for your book. Okay, so this is, again, after you've posted the job, you've waited a few days and some applications have come in, and now you're sifting through them, you're vetting the right applicants. Let's jump into my computer. I'm gonna walk you through a few things before we get into the actual Upwork part, and I'll show you how to do it. Okay, so let's get into my computer. Okay, so we're in my computer now. You can see on the screen, we got hiring your ghostwriter, okay? So not doing the outline stuff. I'm not showing you how to post all the job description, even though posting the job and everything to Upwork takes like only a minute, 2 minutes long. This is what is gonna take place after you've posted that job and a few people have signed, more than a few, hopefully, probably like 5 to 10 people, which is a good amount of people applying to your job, have applied, and you can start going through them and picking and interviewing them and stuff like that, okay? But I'll be showing you that in this video. So, ghostwriting in a nutshell, if you're not aware, if you're someone who's always been just writing their own books and you're not really super familiar with how ghostwriting works and you're looking to get into it and you're looking to have a helping hand create your book, a ghostwriter is hired to write literary or journalistic works, speeches, or other texts that are officially credited to another person as the author, okay? And in this case, the author is us or your pen name, okay? So some people will choose a completely different pen name that is not even related to their own name to have their book be written by. Or they'll have a mixture of their own name and a different last name for their pen name, or their pen name is just their name completely, okay? Totally fine. Whatever you choose to do, it's totally up to you. But yeah, there's tons of different ways you can go about it. So that's why I said, in this case, us or our pen names. One thing I want to talk about before I get into this though is working with your writer, okay? Don't treat your writer like an employee, treat them like a partner. Realize that without your writer, you wouldn't have a business. Of course, unless you're already a writer and you can write your own books. But if you're like me, someone who doesn't exactly love writing, and I'm not really someone who's just going to pump out a 30,000 word book every single month, I want to hire someone to do it for me so I can outsource it and get it done more efficiently and create more books. In my situation, without having a ghostwriter, I wouldn't have a publishing business. So you got to realize that kind of thing when it comes to hiring your writer. I always make sure that I praise writers for the good work that they do, and then positively critique the changes that I need made. Okay, I don't talk down on them. I don't treat them like just terrible. I want to make sure that I'm building a relationship with these writers. Okay, because I want to make this relationship with this writer long term, so they can write a bunch of books for me. So I have a bunch of books in the same voice. That's another thing that's important. That's a key point. When you're hiring a writer, you want to think long term, so you can have a bunch of books written by them, so it all sounds congruent if you're writing books that are a series or something like that. Okay. A healthy relationship with your writer creates the best results in your books, which makes your publishing business healthy long term. And don't micromanage, all right? Let them do the work for you, and then come back and check on it, see how it is, and see how they're doing, and then give them those positive critiques and work with them, okay? Don't make them work for you, work with them. So hiring through Upwork. This is what this video is all about today. I'm going to show you an on-screen tutorial pretty quick here. First, I want to talk about hiring through Upwork. Upwork is a website you can post any kind of job listing you want, and people will apply to your job listing. Once you get a few proposals to your job, you can sift through them and begin the interview process with candidates who have potential, okay? So again, you're gonna post that job. It's gonna be on there for maybe 2 to 3 days. Go through the people that apply for your job, and you sift through them, talk to them, interview them, and see who is the best fit. I'll be showing you how to do that pretty quick. All of the payments and contracts are done through Upwork, which makes it super easy. So you send your money to escrow, and then escrow releases the funds once you get the content back from your writer. You can go through it, and then if you're happy with it, you can release the funds to them through escrow. So it's nice how that works. And the only drawback is that it can take some time to look through writers and eventually pick one, okay? There's other services out there, like Hot Ghostwriter, as an example, that will do all this kind of stuff for you, so it's a lot more automated. But if you're looking to go through the Upwork route, it will take a little bit more work, but it is totally personal preference, whatever you want to do. I'll link Hot Ghostwriter down below if you want to check them out as well, okay? Another website you can hire amazing ghostwriters through. When it comes to hiring, here are some of the main things that I look for in my writers, okay? Usually I'll look for a job success score on Upwork of above 90%. I'll also ask them to video chat when I'm interviewing them, so I know that they have fluent English. So they're not just saying that they're fluent in English. I want to video chat with them and actually hear their English, talk with them, and make sure they're actually who they say they are on their Upwork profile. Generally, I look for freelancers who have experience with around 10K earned. This is a totally rough number, and it doesn't always play the biggest role in picking the right writer for me. But if they have, like generally speaking, if they have over $10,000 earned on the Upwork platform, that means they have experience, and pair that with a good success score of over 90%, that's usually a good sign. Always check the reviews of past projects. So go through their profile, see what the reviews say, see what other people were saying about their stuff. One thing that I like to note is that sometimes they'll have a low success rate of like 75%, but that's only because they have like 10 reviews, and that one review that's like 1 star is hurting their overall percentage. So it's important to read through the reviews before you just base it off of their percentage on Upwork, okay? Another thing, you want to make sure they have actual experience in whatever topic you're posting about. So for example, in this video, I'm using a hydroponic gardening topic, which for me, I don't know much about. So I want to make sure that I hire a writer who not only has more than just like research experience, but they're actually like a gardener maybe, and they actually have experience with hydroponics. They actually know what goes into it, what kind of things you do with hydroponics, how it works, and all that kind of stuff. Their experience isn't solely based off of like Google research, okay? It's something to take into account. It's not a huge deal, but personally, if I'm making a book and I don't know much about it and I'm really selling that book on Amazon, I want to make sure that the writing and the person who wrote it actually knows what they're talking about and they actually have experience, so the people who buy it are getting good quality, high value information. Lastly, always make sure they have fluent English, and I already talked about this in the video call, is how you can check on that, okay? So let's take a look at how I sift through and vet candidates. So let's jump into Upwork here. I have it open on my screen, as you can see, and I'm just in the, after you post a job on Upwork, there's a list of jobs that you've posted before. You can see I've got a job up above there. The one where my mouse is hovering over is my hydroponics gardening job, and I posted it 15 days ago. So this is an older job I posted actually for the free course that's below here. I used this example in that program. So 15 days ago, I recorded a video similar to this for the program, okay? It goes very in depth on how to hire your writer and stuff like that. But I want to talk about it on YouTube, so here it is, okay? So this is my job I've posted here, and you'll see there are 9 people who have applied to it. So that's a good amount. That's a healthy amount of applicants. It can go from anywhere from like 9 to 20 people. And this particular job that I posted was on the lower end. I think I posted for like $500 for 30,000 words, which is very low. But I just wanted to see what kind of quality talent would apply to it. Generally speaking, I suggest going between around $600 to $900 for a 30,000 word book if you're going to be posting a job listing on Upwork, okay? So let's click into the job listing here and let's see who applied to it. But first, I want to talk about once you post this is where the job listing will be. You have the option, as soon as you post a job on Upwork, you have the option to invite people to the job, okay? So this is before people have actually applied. So just theoretically, if I just posted this job, I go to this tab, I go to invite freelancers, and before I start inviting people, you can see you can just click this button and invite them. I want to make sure they fit the criteria that I'm looking for. So I'll go to the filters section here, and you can see you can select 10K earned. So I did write that down in my as a filter, as something to look for when you're looking to hire someone. But I'll just go with 1,000 here, just so I can get more people to see who I want to invite. And I'll go 90% and up. Hourly rate, I usually don't deal with. I'll usually do a fixed price. I don't usually click that. And that's usually all I'll do. Either fluent or native or bilingual. I'll go with fluent, and I will let it load up. And it's going to filter through all the people on Upwork who are related to the job that I posted, and I can go through and I can invite them and see if they want to apply to the job. So this is, again, theoretically after I had just posted the job onto Upwork. So you go through and you can invite people. You can click into their profile and see what they're like. This is an example of someone I probably wouldn't invite just by looking at their hourly rate. I can already tell if I have, like, say, a $700 job for a 30,000 word book, someone who regularly works at $110 per hour probably is not going to accept my invite. It's going to be way too high. So what you can do, you can go through the filters and you can do like maybe 30 to 60 or 10 to 20 or $10 to $30 hourly rate, just to like kind of fit in, and you have a chance of them actually applying, because you only get so many you only get like 15 invites, I think, on Upwork. So for example, this guy, Peter, I'll click into him and I'll see what his experience is like, see if he fits some of my criteria. 2K earned, it's not the greatest. I know I didn't sort it by 10K. I should sort it by 10K because that's what I said. So let's do 10K earned. Again, this is just the invite phase. This is before people have even applied. So again, I should mention, you're going to get people applying to your Upwork job without even inviting them. Like, Upwork posts it to their network, and all the freelancers people will see it and they can apply to the job. This is kind of going the extra mile and inviting people who might even be a better fit than the people who just apply to it. So you can see $250, like I probably wouldn't invite someone like that, just because it's going to take them a lot more time than, like, I guess for him, that would be like, what, 5 hours before they exceed the amount that I've posted the job for. In this case, I posted for 500, so it would be 2 hours before he'd exceed the amount. He's not going to write 30,000 words in 2 hours, just kind of rough ballpark. Scrolling down though, like someone like this, $20 an hour, I might look into there. I might see if they fit the criteria and I'll invite them. So I can click invite. I'm not going to invite people to this because it's not really an actual job I'm looking to hire for. Tons of other people on here, but that's how I would go through and invite people. And I just click invite, and I wouldn't, again, look for people who are super high hourly rates. I'd probably avoid them because they're just going to ignore your job post, and that way you've wasted an invite. So after you've invited a few people, you can go to the review proposal section. I would wait maybe 2 to 3 days after you invite people. Let applicants roll in, because you don't want to hire someone and then maybe 1 day later someone could have applied and they would be better than that person that you went ahead and hired only a day after posting the job. So you want to wait a few days, let them roll in, and then come through and go through them all at once. Okay, so let's go through a few people who actually applied to this hydroponics job. So you see Ashley W., she has a job success score of 79%. This is what I was talking about. You're looking for around 85 to 90%. 79 is a little bit low. I don't love the looks of that. 200 earned, that doesn't scream experience to me. She might be a good writer, but like, I like to have experienced writers, and I like to I don't want to take too many risks here and like hire someone who's brand new and waste a bunch of money on it. Okay, so I typically wouldn't go for her. But you do want to click in and see what their responses were like to your job listing, what their cover letter is like, and just some things that they mention. So she answered the questions that I posted about. My basic questions that I put in this job were, what is your experience with this niche? She says a few sentences here, so that's okay. She says she's written content in agriculture-related niches. Doesn't look like she has actual experience like I was talking about. Very short answers. Typically, I like having a long... I like seeing someone who took the time to go through the answers and like actually write a good response to it and give me like a personalized answer. And it doesn't look like that's coming from here. Then she has a decently long, it's personalized, the cover letter, which is good. I like seeing that. Sometimes you'll get people who apply to your job on Upwork, and it's just this big copy paste thing of text, and they just toss that onto every single job they apply for. So it's good to see that it's personalized at the beginning, at least. This might be copy and paste, I'm not sure, but honestly, I probably wouldn't go with her, even though she has some good reviews. Not very much experience, only 200 earned, only 8 total jobs. So let's keep moving on here. Below that, we got a few more people. Unsa, I'm not very good at pronouncing names. I'm sorry if I pronounce it wrong. 80%, 8K earned. So I'll definitely come back to her and I'll check that out. Peter, 86%. So that's not bad. 1K earned, it's okay. And you can see their bids. So sometimes people will bid more, and to see this lady bid $600, so $100 over what I made the price. That's fine. She has 20K earned and a 98% job success score. So I would definitely come back and look at her. And what you can do is just click the plus or the thumbs up sign, and you can shortlist them, which means you can go back and check them out. 8K earned, 98%. It's pretty good. I'd probably go like that. 80%, that's okay. 55%, that's an automatic no for me. Usually I don't even look at it. But like the people who are around the 80% rate, you want to go in and take a look at their reviews, like I was saying earlier on. So I'll go through his reviews and just see, like, maybe there's just one bad review that's skewing all of his other reviews and it's ruining his overall percentage. Or sometimes you'll see that a lot of them just don't have reviews on their jobs. Like this one, no reviews, or feedback, I should call it. Which typically means, I think that does affect their overall percentage. So that's nothing to take into account. Maybe they just have a bunch of jobs with no feedback and that's ruining their percentage. And you can go like this and sort it by like lowest rated. So, I mean, he just has a bunch of jobs without feedback. 5K earnings, all stats. I think this is his, this is ghostwriting, 5K earnings, all stats, 100K earnings. So he has lots of experience. So that's good. So, I mean, more experience means more reviews coming in, which might be hurting his review score, I guess, again. He's also from Canada, so I'm assuming he has pretty good English, but I definitely would still want to do a video chat with him and just make sure, hey, just talk with him, ask some questions, ask the same questions that are in the job application, and just make sure he knows his stuff. Ask for some experience on this on the topic that you have posted about. So maybe it's a fitness topic, see what's his experience, his background in fitness. In my case, I'd be talking about gardening and hydroponics, see if he actually has experience in hydroponics or if it's just research based. And sometimes you're not going to find someone who has actual experience. So, I mean, the next best thing would be someone who's very well versed and has very good research on the topic at hand. Maybe they've written a few books about the same topic, stuff like that. So again, not the best answers from Michael. Have you written long form books before? Yes, several. Like, come on, give me an actual response here and tell me how many long books you've written. What were these long form books about, kind of thing, okay? Have reviewed similar products. Like, I don't like those responses. So I'd probably go through and I would look at a couple more people. Like this lady, she has 200K earned. I guess I went over her, didn't even show her last time. But Talia, I'm not sure how you pronounce it, has a 100% job success rate, top rated. So top rated is very good on Upwork. That's a good badge to see. Same with Laurie, has a top rated badge, 98%. So there's some really high quality people applying to my job here that I would definitely go in and take a longer look at. I'm not gonna look through all three of them because this video is made too long. But like, for example, if I went to Talia's thing, you can see, what is your experience? She has a good answer here, it looks like. And my husband and I are passionate plant-based. So she actually has experience with, looks like gardening. And I've done several courses of both hydroponics. So that's a very good thing. That's a very good sign that she has very good experience with the topic at hand. And yeah, obviously, if you're looking to do this through Upwork, copy my questions. Just fill in the blank for your niche. What is your experience with writing long form books? I've written over 15 books in the past 2 for my clients. Looking pretty good. Have you written long form books? Yes. How long does it take you? 10, 12 days. So typically for a 30,000 word book, a good high quality book, I would look at like 3 to 4 weeks. 10 to 12 days is a little bit short. So I'd probably bring that up in the interview and just say, hey, this seems a little bit short. What do you think? Can you actually get a high quality book written in 10 to 12 days? And at that point, you're going to test her English and just do a video chat with her and stuff like that. Okay. So it looks like she definitely has a good idea and she has lots of experience with the topic at hand. And above all, she has a 100% success rate, which it's very hard to come by on Upwork. Like, I don't usually see that. So that's very good. It doesn't say her overall earnings, but on the other page, oh, here it is, 200K earnings. So lots of experience. And she's just a freelance writer. So I think that this would be a very good candidate to go with, for this particular job. But obviously I want to go through a few more, chat with them and see what they're like. Looks like Talia is kind of ahead of all the other candidates in my opinion right now. And you can see, holy cow, content writer, $3,000 on her last job. It's in progress, $9,000 on another job, $12,000 on another job. So obviously she has long-term relationship experience with other clients, which is something, like I said, it's good to have a long-term relationship with a client. If you're looking to make a bunch of books about gardening, not just hydroponics, but maybe raised bed gardening, a bunch of other keywords, it's nice to have the same writer writing about those keywords because then you have the same voice. The books all sound the same. If you're using the same pen name, then it's important to have that. So obviously she has long-term client experience. And this kind of looks like the same client over and over again, but obviously she has long-term experience with that client. So very good looking application here. I would definitely go ahead if I wanted to hire her. Say I went through the interview process, I messaged her. Right here, you can message them, be like, hey, Talia, love your application. Are you free to chat sometime soon? Go through the interview process, ask her some questions on a video, see if they're fluent in English. After that, if you're happy with them, you're happy with Talia, all you have to do, click Hire Freelancer. I'll take you to a new page. Scroll down, you can choose your fixed price, so 500. Like I said, that's pretty low. And you can also do these things. So instead of doing 500 right up front, you can do milestones on Upwork. So I could add like 3 milestones, and I could do like 10K word milestones. So 10K for the first milestone, do in 1 week. 20K words finished 2 weeks from now, 30K words finished. And then I'd split that total amount into 3 separate payments. So I don't have to put $500 up front. I can pay a small amount at the beginning, see if I like their first 10K words. If I don't, then I'll just be like, hey, this isn't working out. I'll ask for a refund and I'll go ahead and pick someone else to write my book, okay? That way you don't get them to write the whole 30,000 words and you just don't like it, and then it's a big mess. Split it into like 4 milestones, 3 to 4 milestones, and just see if you like them, get a feel for them at the beginning, and then go from there. And then below that is your job description, and then all you have to do is hire them, and it'll send them an offer. If they accept the offer, they'll get going. And again, I just like doing usually 3 to 4 weeks, give them that amount of time to write my 30,000 word book, and that's how I do it. Pretty easy, pretty simple. Upwork's very effective, and you can see that I got tons of good applications for this job. So a lot of people, I just want to bust the myth. A lot of people say there's terrible writers on Upwork. Totally not true. There's very high quality writers that you can find for very good prices. Okay, this is a 30,000 word book, and I have applications like Talia and Lori who are very high quality, 100% job success rate. You saw her long-term relationship she had with that one client. Could have been multiple clients, but it looked like one client. And it just looks like she is a very talented writer. And I definitely want to talk to her more, interview her, and see if she's the right fit for this job, okay? So that is how I go about my hiring process through Upwork. I look for people on there. Let's take a quick look here. Look for that 90% job success rate, maybe 10,000 or more earned. And that's not a hard number. Like sometimes they can have 8K earned, but they just have tons of experience and look like a very good writer. Then you might go with them. Okay. So don't make that your baseline. Like if they're below 10K, then it's an absolute no. It's not an absolute no, but just keep that kind of thing in mind. You want to give them a video chat interview, so you can tell if they have fluent English or not. See what their experience is like in the topic. See if they actually have real experience on it. It's not just Google-based experience. All these things factor in to having a high quality hire through Upwork. That is how I go about doing it. Hopefully that was insightful. I tried to make this shorter, but I think I want to make it high quality, this video, so you have an idea of how to do it. And again, if you want to learn how to make a proper outline to send to them, so I would send her a full outline with all of my chapters, in-depth stuff, letting her know the exact categories, chapters that I want in my book, the structure that I need, the introduction, conclusion chapter, all these things. If you want an outline for that, that is available in my free course down below. It's called Publisher Startup. You can join it and go through it. And I'm also going to show you how to pick the right keywords, the right niches. So for example, in this one, my niche is like gardening, and then my keyword is hydroponics. If you want to find the right niches for you, how to make the right outline, free course down below. You can get all that stuff for free and actually start making your first book and getting it onto Kindle Direct Publishing. Hopefully this video was helpful. I think I showed you some pretty good tips. That's how I go about doing this. There's tons of other ways you can go about doing this, but that's how I do it through Upwork. And hopefully that was helpful and you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you subscribe, hit the like button, and hit the notification bell so you know when I post new videos. Try to post new videos once to 2 times per week. So hopefully you enjoyed that one. But other than that, this video is effectively over, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.